come and gone. Yes, it is 9:30. I just want to remind you of this Katha of the Hunnter. The Hunnter's name was Ruha. And this Katha is told that what happened on Shivratri night. This Shivratri night is a wonderful night. It's a night when we give up worrying about everything and only enjoy the presence of the Lord. You know? They say, why do we go to Mandir? We can pray at home, no? Everyone can pray at home. But the vibrations in this Mandir, you know, and all the smiling faces of all your near and dear ones sitting around you, doesn't that give you some Shakti, some energy, some encouragement? That's why we come to the Mandir. Yes? So that we don't have to sit alone at home. When we want to do jap or tapasya, we can go and sit down in a corner. Yes? At that time, we don't have to worry about anyone. But this katha is told, and every Shivratri we tell this katha because it explains exactly, yes, what are the benefits of this vrat that you are now engaging in. We're told that it was on Shivratri night when worship is being done of Lord Shiva, Brahma and Vishnu. We already did all this puja here. On one Shivratri night, we are told that this hunter, whose name is Ruhura, he was totally irreligious. He never believed in God. Remember I told you Katha once here about, in the village, there were two gentlemen. One of them, he believed in God so much that nobody can tell him that God doesn't exist. No? So much faith he has in his Lord that no matter what anybody tells him, he wouldn't listen to any of them. And on the other side of the village, there was another gentleman. No matter how much you tell him, there is God, you must come to the temple, you must do some good and all this. He said, no, why do I bother with all of this? There is no God. No? Until one day when Gautam Buddha visited the village. When he came to that village, the both of them, they thought, when they listened to him, they said, this gentleman is very wise. You know, maybe we can ask him any question that we have, because other people were asking questions also. It just so happened that on that same day, no, when they start to think like this, doubts start to come in their minds. And when the doubt comes in the mind, you know what happens. Yes? You start to dither. And when you start to dither, you cannot move forward, you cannot do anything. And so, these two gentlemen, they decided, separately of course, that they will go and they will ask this Gautam Buddha the question that was troubling them. And so, first of all, in the morning, bright and early, the devotee of Bhagwan, he decided to go to see Gautam Buddha. When he arrived there, he asked him, after everybody has asked all their questions, he asked him, he said, Swamiji, I have a question I would like to ask you. Yes, what is the question? Is there God? Does God exist? Or is there no God? He looked at him. No? He looked at him, thought about it for a moment, and said, there is no God. Can you imagine what happened to him? He was so devoted, his whole life he spent worshipping the Lord and doing all these good things. When Gautam Buddha told him, there is no God, right? He was in turmoil, in confusion. He left there, he didn't know what to do. So, as you know, in all good stories, this is what happens. The next, the non-believer came. When he came there, he asked the same question of Gautam. He asked him, he said, can you please tell me, is there God or is there no God? He said, I can assure you, there is God. Yeah? So, imagine what happened to him. He became in turmoil now because he was convinced, absolutely convinced there was no God. Yes? So, the both of them went away. Yeah, wondering, am I right or am I right? No? This is the question we all have to ask ourselves. Is there God or is not God? You have to determine. Here in this katha, Ruhua, he never believed in God. And in fact, the way he was taking care of himself and his family by hunting the animals. And so it was on Shivratri night, unknowingly to him, he went into the forest. But on that afternoon when he went in the forest, there was no game that he could find. So as the place became dark, we're told he climbed upon the nearest tree that he was standing next to. It just so happened that there was a pond just near to the tree. And so these animals, they come to drink. Yeah, at night they come to drink. So he climbed on the tree, waiting for the animal to come. While he's in the tree, it is getting late, and as it is getting late, he's sitting there, nothing to do. They say when you don't have nothing to do, what do you do, Roger? You twiddle your thumb, no? He's twiddling his thumb while he's sitting in the tree. But not just twiddling his thumb, he started to pick the leaves from the tree. Right? Pick the leaves in the tree, and then he drops them on the ground. Picks and drops on the ground. As he's getting later, no animal is coming. He's wondering, what am I going to do? His family is waiting at home. Everyone is getting hungry. They are all depending on him to shoot some game and take some food back to them. No? So we're told that while he's thinking, while all this is happening, he starts to think. Remember, he's dropping the bay leaves on the lingam, which he doesn't know exists under the tree. So as he starts to drop the leaf, the effects already is taking into him now. He starts to get some realization is coming. So then he's saying, I'm shooting these animals, I'm waiting here, everyone is depending upon me, no food is there, what am I going to do? When he starts to worry like this, we're told that what happened to him next? He started to shed tears. So the tears are rolling down his eyes, out of his eyes, down his cheek, and where they're falling? On top of the lingam under the tree. So, after some time passed, according to the Katha, one deer appeared there. When the deer appeared, suddenly he saw the deer, he grabbed his bow and his arrow, and he strung the bow. When he strung the bow like this, he's aiming. As soon as just before he was about to release the arrow, what thing happened? The deer, he heard a voice. Please do not kill me. Please do not kill me. Yes? Nobody else is there. Who is telling don't kill? Only one thing I'm aiming at, the deer. Then he realized it is the deer talking to him. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Yes? And so, because of offering the bail pot and his tears upon the lingam, the same hunter who couldn't care less, he was merciless before, he would have fired the arrow immediately. He started to think. Then he listened to the deer. So if this deer can talk, maybe if I talk to the deer will answer me. And so he started to speak to the deer. Why should I not kill you? He said, I left my children at home. My husband has gone out and he hasn't come back. And I left all the children at home. Please let me go. Yes, and tell them what is happening. And as soon as I talk to them, I will come back, then you can kill me. His heart melted so much that he allowed the deer to go. So the deer went, he was sitting on the tree, deer is not coming back, he started to play with the leaves again. Leaves are falling, tears are coming, Then another deer appeared. When the other deer appeared, he grabbed his bow, put the arrow, get it all ready and waiting. Just before he releases the arrow, the deer said to him, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. But you told me, he's thinking to himself now, you told me you're coming back, when you come back I can kill you. So why are you telling me don't kill me? So the deer said to him, I am not that deer. I am the husband of that deer. Yes? She told me what happened. Yes? On the way when she was going home, I saw her and she told me, so I come to tell you that let me go and talk to my children and my wife. Yes? Tell them that I will come back. Yes, once I speak to them, then I will come back, you can kill me. Now, by this time his heart has melted so much that he buys the second story. So he let the deer go. So the deer is gone. Time is passing again. Nobody is coming back. When you're waiting, when you're expecting, yes, he started to pick the leaves again and he starts to drop the leaves. And as he's dropping the leaves, he's worrying about his family and he starts to cry. The tears are dropping on the ground. No? Suddenly, 4 deer appear. No? When the 4 of them appear, he picked his bow up. No? Put his arrow again, and he's about to shoot. No? As about to fire, all of them said, please don't shoot, please don't shoot. He said, you guys, you think I'm stupid, huh? You think you're smart. Why shouldn't I shoot? You know? Then the female deer said to him, look, I'm the mother, shoot me, but don't shoot the rest. Then the father said, no, I'm the husband, shoot me, but don't shoot my wife. Yes? Then the children start to cry, shoot us, but don't shoot my mom and dad. No? So by this time, he had done so much abhishek, no, that this once wicked hunter, his mind changed completely. And he started to empathize with them, he started to think to himself now, yeah, how can I separate this family? If I kill the wife, the husband will be left with the children. If I kill the husband, the wife will be left with the children. If I kill the children, the parents will be left without children. And in all these thoughts going through his mind, according to the Shiv Puran here, what happened to him? He became overcome with emotion. He said, no, this thing is not right. He himself now started to think, what I'm doing is not right. You know, like an alcoholic. Yes? Like an alcoholic, he drinks and he drinks and he drinks all the time. No? No matter how much his friends tell him, no, you have to stop. He goes to the doctor tells him to stop. Yes? The family says, we're going to section you. They section him. Yes? He still comes out and he's drinking again. Not until the day when he comes to realization himself that this drinking is bad for me. Then he will change. Until that time, he will not reform. And so it was with the Ruhu. That all these incidents happened to change his mind. And then in the end, he decided, no, I will not fire this arrow. Let me come down from the tree. And the moment he came down from the tree, then he saw this big mound on the ground. When he looked at it, then he realized, yes, Shiva Ling is there. And as he looked up from the ling, he saw Bhagavan Shankar standing in front of him. Yes, the Lord then blessed him. He told him that you must give up. You must give up this activity that you do. Go in the forest there and go and live. Take the human form and take the form of Guha. And then Lord Vishnu will come on this earth. Yes, you will come, he will come to you and you will get a chance to serve him. And when you serve him there, he will bless you and then you will gain moksha. And so it was that the hunter was reformed on this Shivratri night. You know? Other aspects of the story that is important is that A, he did not believe in God. B, he was about to commit some sin. C, he did not realize he climbed on the bale tree. Yes? 4, he started to break this, he did not know there was shielding underneath. Yes? So you can say he was not praying to Lord Shiva. Yes? None of the time during that whole night when he was sitting there. Intentionally, he was not offering any prayers. He was not offering the bale pot, neither was he offering his tears. Yet, that act that he was engaged in brought him the punya, where the Lord himself appeared in front of him. So devotee, if you are intent on offering your puja to Bhagavan, don't you think the Lord will be very pleased? Here is someone who wasn't intended to offer prayers to him or making any offering to him, who he blessed, yes, and granted him, yes, salvation in his next life. And so these kathas are told to encourage us that you are doing the right thing. And in doing the right thing, only one thing will happen, and that is success will come into all your lives. प्रेम से शिव शंकर भगवान की जय, पार्वती माता की जय, विष्णु भगवान की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः।